There is no minimalist rule book. Well, until now. The Minimalists have created 16 rules for living with less, a free ebook which you can download right now at theminimalists.com/resources. Enjoy. Michael says, can universal morality exist? Sam Harris seems to think so, but reality shows otherwise. Well, I mean, I don't know. I read the Moral Landscape, and I don't know if what he's talking about is a universal morality. More so, he's talking about a landscape of peaks and valleys, moral peaks and moral valleys. What are your thoughts on this?
Do you want to take it?
No.
Okay.
You're the guest, man. I would love to hear what you think about it.
Oh, I see. The guest gets the hot seat.
Yeah.
I have a very unpopular view on this. Maybe we'll end on something else, but here's the view. The view is that morality starts off as a means of outcompeting other tribes. So if you have a moral tribe where like you don't screw each other over, you're going to be better able to form a battalion that can fight effectively. You know, like nobody gets left on the battlefield, and you know, we have to take care of each other. I've got your back. If you can make that stuff work, you have a competitive advantage as a society over the society that's like induced to screw each other over. You ever notice these reality competition shows, and they have the contestants and they do interviews with them? And I don't really watch any of these, but I just like the interviews because the person says always, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. Yeah. You know? And it's like, okay, so it's corporate America telling us to stab each other in the back. Right? Well, no thank you, because that's not how we beat the Japanese and the Germans in World War II. Mm-hmm. We have a culture and we have a belief in each other, and we're being induced to hate each other all the time, to outgroup. And so my belief is that morality begins as a competitive weapon between societies. Now, the really interesting question is, can we make the jump to universal morality and start to turn non-sentient things into the enemy? So, for example, is our climate problem now the enemy? Like our own need for economic growth, is that become the enemy?
Right.
Or is ultranationalism our enemy universally? And are nuclear weapons the enemy? So none of those things really make sense as an enemy. It's like declaring the war on cancer. Cancer isn't something you can have a war on. So at the first level, it's like the war on drugs, the war on cancer, all that stuff is stupid. Mm-hmm. But weirdly, one level above that, it's actually the right idea, because it's very hard to get people out of bed for things that aren't a war.
Right. And so in order to do that, you have to
hack,
anthropomorphize.
Exactly. You have to hack your own psychology that was built over millennia. And so universal morality is a completely unproven thing. It probably doesn't exist. If we can't figure out how to do it, we may be toast. So it's a really interesting problem. Can we create universal morality when morality was built out of non-universality? Right? It's a really depressing, inspiring, horrible, wonderful question, whoever asked that.